At this time, I'm going to bring the meeting order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The approval of the agenda.
I'll move it.
Move second, all in favor? Aye. Before I forgot, at the end of the last meeting, we adjourned into executive session. We did not reconvene, and there was no decision made. And I need approval of the minutes of the July 18th meeting.
I'll make that motion. Second.
I move second, all in favor? Aye. Person requesting to be on the agenda, Dave Hill. You have five. I'll give you 5 minutes, Dave.
Thank you. First of all, thank you and thank Bob. We need two people up there that are honest and sincere about what they do and care. The rest of you, not so much. By the way, I got a story for you. 1 year minus a day. My first call up for Yoder for have the police involved with my Barbie, the unsafe driver, minus a day. I had to call 911. Guess what? They showed up. It was amazing. Blake wasn't involved, and Botany wasn't involved. He didn't write garbage reports. He didn't make excuses like Janitor Reho and Farm Boy. Your April story was a bunch of crap. And your May story was a bunch of crap, too. So no records. I got digital call screens printed. I'll share them with you. It's called Discover, or Anticipation of Litigation. But you guys are going to learn. You already got 2 lawsuits against you. $100,000 and $180 grand. It shouldn't happen. You want another one from me? Keep it up. He lied. He refused. I met the greatest guy in the world, Willie Gonzalez. Apparently he's a chief in Berlin. He showed up at the house for 40 minutes. Didn't take 61 days. Can you imagine? And he took care of it. He went over and talked to her. But after a year, she's still driving like that, even though she was in his senior widow protection. Him, Alice, and Susie, head nurse, Ratchet, same thing. Oh, we spend so much time because he's a great guy. He's a clown. He's a Walmart version of Deputy Dog. I've had enough of him. I can't stand it. He's even there. This guy showed up. You know what he will do to be a chief, because nobody did anything. Ignored my letters, and you read them. September 5th, you know, called me. It was Blake. He says, I'm not doing anything. There's nothing you can do. We got a big, tough guy. Yeah, you're a real tough guy, John. Let me see how this works for you. I'm sick of it. You guys didn't represent me at all. You read the letters. You knew what was on. Say, hey, you got a good thing against him. I got a beautiful letter. You got one on you, not Ray. But we'll see how that works. You're not going to pull it off. I guarantee you. You can't make up bogus stories. There's nothing. Give me one thing in writing that you guys got. You have zero. You couldn't even produce a letter. I can produce the screen prints from my fault. I can get the 6 pages from here. There's a record from July 22nd, August 24th. Get the 3 screens in both calls. Milani created a false record. Oh, I can't pronounce your name. Is that moron? I can't pronounce your name, but you're going to be a sergeant now. You took your body cam up, full Klanch, you're over. Legal violation. Yeah, that's great. Guy shouldn't even be a cop. And you guys hire him and you promote him. What's this moron here? What do we call him? Uncle Fester, Blake's trained hamster. Unbelievable, but that's okay. Susie, you ought to go to the county or get a job like Amy Bradley. Leave us alone. You're absolutely garbage. You think you're so smart. Oh, by the way, I want to compliment you and him. Flipping burgers and craving buns. You guys ought to have a package store or a hamburger store. You do really good at doing that. Maybe better qualified than what you're doing here, because you don't represent me, you don't represent me, and you don't. And you know, I'm surprised at you. It cost you my lifetime friendship. I never realized what a moron you are to even say something. Schaefer, you are unbelievable. This is just unbelievable. You don't even know what you're talking about. He does radio. Every time he opens his mouth for me, you got another suit. By the way, I guess Paulie's going to get deposed sooner or later. There's 2 more in the pipeline. Plus, we'll create another one. You can't do that. That's illegal. What you did was illegal. So bring it on. Whatever you call the county, was the solicitor and the assistant district attorney, gathered the wagons. You know what the official report was? The good old boys trying to cover for a bad cop. That's it. That's it for tonight. Ed, thank you. Bob, thank you.
Okay, anybody else under public participation? Please state your name. You have 5 minutes.
My name's Alan Wright, live at 190 Berkeley Road. Been there for 65 years. I moved there when I was 10 years old. The last 5 years, I've been fighting with the township road supervisor to get a drain that goes down underneath the driveway. I'm done. I'm going to contact my attorney. If I fall in the ice or my wife falls in the ice, that's when the water melts, you're gonna be sued. There's 7 trees on the back of Arch Street that's on your roadway. If they come down on my house, I'm gonna sue you. If they fall, I'm gonna drag them up and I'm gonna park them on Arch Street. I've been fighting with the road supervisor clown you had for 5 years. Oh, he always gives me a different story. Well, I'm done with the stories.
Which one was that? Gary?
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Okay, thank you. I know nothing about it.
Been going on for 5 years. Ask this little short guy that with him. I don't know his name. But Gary took out my neighbor's mailbox last winter with the slush, with the plow. We tracked him up to Giant Eagle. Smart son of a bitch. Ignorant, what do you want me to do about it?
That's the first off.
No,
I've
we
heard about
fixed
that
it.
one.
Yeah, he lives at 168 Berkeley.
Who?
My neighbor, Dave Kettenheim.
Oh,
He took out the mailbox, he broke it with the slush from the rooster tail.
yeah.
I used to plow at the airport for 2 years. I know all about plowing.
Yeah,
We fixed it though.
we'll look in that pipe thing, that situation there on
They,
Randy Road.
they had a number of times to fix it. When they put the sewers in, they broke the terracotta pipe, they put a piece of plastic pipe in, but it was blocked because it goes down in the drain.
We're in the process of hiring a new road foreman. So you just have to bear with us still.
I've been bearing
Well, I
5
can't,
freaking years.
I'm just telling you.
This is the first
I'm
time
just
I've
telling
been
you.
here.
Yeah, I know it's the first time I've been here, Alan, but I'm just saying, we're in the process of hiring a new guy, so just bear with us until he gets his feet a little wet and sees what the hell's going on there.
Send them down my way, I'll give
Oh,
them to
we
you. I've
will.
been there 65 years,
He's
sir.
sitting
I
right
know,
here, so,
I know the township back of my hand.
so do I. Okay. All right, that all?
Yes, sir, thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. Anybody else on the public participation?
Ed, I'm chairman of the sewer authority. In the township, a couple years back, we sold the yellow box van to the township, to the supervisors. We're interested in buying that back. So I'd like the township, you guys to consider a price on that and get back to us.
Well, Bob and I talked about that,
Talk to him.
and hey, Paul and Kyle, remember Bob, we said about, we have a situation over on Irving Street.
Okay.
Maybe we could have the sewer contractor remedy that problem in exchange for that, box truck. 'Cause that box truck's not worth a hell of a lot of money.
Right, yeah, and I know we sold it back, we sold it to you for, so yeah.
But, you know what I mean, let's sit and talk about that.
Okay, sounds good.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, I'm not sure about what the situation is on Irving, but,
it's not a major situation, but
okay,
if Jimmy could handle that and, you know, take it off the road department,
okay.
and then we could exchange, you know, maybe like short payouts and stuff.
In-kind
no,
transaction.
Yeah, transactions, so then,
Okay,
you know, there's no warranty, that's right.
right, it does need some work. We're aware that it needs some work,
Yeah.
so.
Okay,
Second, Ed, this is a gentleman that works for the township road crew. I've talked to him
yeah.
about the drain, numbers of times.
Yeah, I figured you said little guy for.
I didn't know his
I figured you meant John Hutton.
I didn't know his name.
Yeah, but, okay, all right, Al, well,
Yeah, thank you, yes, sir.
okay, thank you.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we'll talk more on that.
All right, anybody else on the public participation? If not,
Yeah, I want to say, I first of all have a question. My first question is, when I first started coming to these meetings, there was a period of time to speak before, at the beginning of the meeting, and then there was a period of time to speak after the meeting, and I wanted to know because I've looked and I'm pretty up on the minutes and everything. When did you guys take away the people's rights to comment after, at the end of the meeting? Because up until, I believe, February-ish, March, that was something that we could do. A lot of times people didn't use that right, but that was something that was afforded to the people, and now it's gone. Okay, that's number one. And, okay, if you want to address that now, that's that.
When was
okay.
that? We did, remember we used to do public participation. When did we take that out?
We'd have to review the minutes. Do you know the date?
I don't, that's why I'm trying to ask you guys is
Was
when.
it like a reorganization meeting, or was it after?
I think it was in the spring, it was
I
after.
think it was in spring.
This past
It was
spring?
spring sometime.
Okay, well, I'll
Okay.
we'll figure that out, okay? And I just want to make you guys aware of something you might not be aware of, but I had a little conference with your, I guess the insurance company's attorney about the fact, okay, so to bring everybody in the meeting up to speed, I was thrown out of this meeting in February by Mr. Barzeski for exercising my First Amendment rights. And the lawsuit that I filed was removed from county court, where I filed it, to federal court by, I guess, the insurance company's attorney. And we had to have a conference because it wasn't dismissed. And part of that conference, I offered a settlement to you guys. That settlement was this: a public apology written and an apology here in exchange, and also my filing fees, my $104 filing fees. And what you guys responded with was, you offered me $200 and no admission of any liability or guilt, but when in fact everybody in the room that was in there in February knows that I'm owed the apology. Okay, so I guess the ball is in your court here. I'm not sure whose ball the court. I guess it's in the federal court, you know, and just to prove it's not about the money. It's not about any dollar amount. Okay. It's about the fact that I from what I hear everywhere, you guys are reasonable human beings, and you know you did something wrong. So just you know, and this, you know, you guys really are gonna let the and you're gonna shake your head at me.
I'm not gonna shake my head, but I can tell you right now, there's no way in hell I'll ever apologize, because I did nothing wrong. That's it. That's it.
You didn't? Okay. Okay, so then that answers my question. Okay, thank you. So the officer that you ordered to arrest me, and all the officers involved with that, okay? Dave will explain to you about what a Section 1983 lawsuit is, okay? So you have no, you don't care, you don't care about
They
bank.
weren't told to arrest you, they told to remove you from the meeting.
And I was arrested. I was charged.
Well,
Okay. You might want to listen to him. You might want to listen to him, but that's okay. Keep talking, Ed.
I'm not saying.
Keep talking. Okay. So you know, so you're not a reasonable human being. You're kind of an asshole then. You won't just apologize and do the right fucking thing,
Well,
will you?
do you have any mirrors in
Okay.
your house?
Yeah, I sure do.
Look at them.
Okay. I don't work for the government. I'm not an elected individual. I'm not an elected official. Okay. I am under no obligation. Okay. To do okay. You are under the obligation to not violate my rights like you have. Okay. That's what you keep doing. Okay.
Time's up.
No, it's not. My time is not up. Okay. And I'll go back and I'll go back and I'll look at my clock and see if I got my full 5 minutes. And if I didn't, we're going to court again over a sunshine law violation. Do you understand? I tried to be reasonable. I tried to even explain to the people in here, look, they're willing to waste your tax dollars. Okay? They're willing to waste the insurance money. Okay? They're willing to waste how much money in attorney's fees because he refuses to apologize? Everyone in the room, think about that. Everybody that's watching this on YouTube, think about that. Think about it. He won't swallow his pride and just apologize for doing something wrong to me, violating my rights as a citizen. Okay? And I can guarantee if the tables were turned, he would be sitting here doing the same thing to me. He would not just take it, he won't just take it up the ass like you people think I'm going to. Thank you. That's all I have to say today. And one more thing. Ed, fuck you.
Okay, approval of reports. Secretary income, payroll, fund balance.
I move that we approve them.
I'll second.
All right, moving second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? approval of general fund bills in the total amount of $53,963.39.
I'll move that.
Second.
If I move second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Please roll call.
Paul,
Aye.
Sue. Aye. Ed,
Aye.
Kyle,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye.
Approval of general fund bills, other fund expenditures in a total amount of $96,947.94.
I'll make that motion. Second.
If I move second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Please roll call.
Bob,
Aye.
Kyle,
Aye.
Ed,
Aye.
Sue. Aye. Paul.
Aye.
Okay. Engineers report.
So we got the formal inspection report from the funding agency. There were two items. The one we discussed at the last meeting was the additional mulch, and the other one was they requested a handicap parking sign at the handicap spot next to the pickleball courts. Both of those have been addressed. The funding agency gave their okay on it, so now we can work on closing out the project with them. That's all I have on the playground.
Chase.
Yeah.
Today Lindsay Bear reached out to me and I referred it to Alice. She's ready to finish out all of the,
Okay.
and she's gonna get back to me.
You need a handicap parking sign, I can give you one. I got them. It don't cost you anything.
Do we have one there?
Yeah.
It's
there's
already
one.
there.
Yeah, there's one there, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Need another one, just look me up.
Is that all, Shane?
Well, the next thing on here was it's about the time of year to submit the MS4 annual status reports. Those reports are due every year on September 30th. So does the board wish for us to prepare the status report?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
If I move second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed?
And then the last thing that's on here, the 2024 local share account grants are open. It's for projects between $25,000 and $1 million. There's a 0% match required from the township. And basically the guidelines are projects that improve the quality of life in a community. So these funds can be used for land acquisition, construction, which is renovation and rehab projects, equipment purchases, engineering associated with planning, infrastructure. There's only a $100 application fee, and those applications are due November 30th. So I just wanted to, we still have time, I just wanted to.
Chase, will they be awarded in September of '25 or later? Is that, are you aware? Because this year they're not going to be awarded
Typically, it kind of follows that, but they can kind of push them,
further back.
yeah.
So
It
whenever we
really
want, we have to be certain that it's something that we can wait for another year
Correct,
plus.
yeah, potentially.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Jane.
Thank you.
Okay, unfinished business on Elam Playground, or that comprehensive plan.
I did attend a meeting where they looked at possible applicants related to, they put out RFPs to work on it, and we have until our September meeting to approve whether or not we want to be part of the comprehensive planning or not. I'd just like to defer it to the next meeting.
Okay, zoning. So,
We have the draft outline, so to speak, of the solar ordinance regulations. I did want to speak to the board. There's one little glitch in our ordinance regarding accessory buildings that we need to modify, but a new subject has come up with regard to temporary signs. And we don't really regulate temporary signs other than real estate signs in our residential zones, but we have some situation now where it's unclear because the ordinance says under the C1 zone only, you can get a temporary sign permit. And it also calls out for a certificate of occupancy, which is extremely overkill. I've never issued a permit for temporary signs. I have told some folks to take some down whenever they're obstructing traffic or large or something like that. But So we need to address temporary signs and the length of time and maybe differentiate if we can, for different signage that can be put up, non-commercial signs for, say, nonprofits or, community, organizations or whatever. But I don't have wording in my head, and I think it's probably just best to throw that at the planning commission when they review the rest of the zoning change, and leave them maybe come up with some wording for how to address these temporary signs. Because right now, it really is unclear in the residential zones as to what regulations, if any, that we have. So I think it needs to be addressed in our ordinance, but we're gonna get this thing put together, and it'll probably be going to the September planning commission meeting here, as well as to the county, and then we'll get it back with comments, and then we can move ahead with the zoning ordinance change. We'll have to have a public meeting, and a public hearing with the board, and a public meeting with the planning commission, that need to be advertised when we're ready, and we have a full draft of the ordinance and all the changes we want to make. And if there's anything else, because now's the time to do it, we're modifying our zoning ordinance, and it's a process. So if there's anything else you can come up with, you might want to add or think that needs to be modified or whatever, now's the time to do it. And that's really all I have on the zoning.
Anybody have any questions for me? Okay, generator system.
The generator. We're still working on making sure that it's cost effective to the taxpayers as to whether or not, and how we manage the entire building. And we'll have more information at the next meeting.
Energy audit.
We received a bid for offering electrical savings of up to 75% on lights that were based on 10-hour use. And they looked at replacing all of our lights in the entire facility, both here, the police department, and Susan Ginsburg's office. And the total, it's broken down, but the total is $9,720. And they would actually make them all 4 Kelvin lights, and they would also fix a few of them where they're sort of cockeyed in some areas and make it look presentable.
A couple questions. Is that just
Yes.
for the bulbs only, or is that for the fixtures?
No, it's a fixture, that's everything. It's everything installed, and it would take a day. The lights have a 5-year warranty. It would take a week to do the process. It's a lead time of 1 to 3 weeks. And that includes the rebate discount with Penelect.
Do they have any referrals? We could talk to somebody else that did this, say in the last year or two, that we could see how much they saved on it?
I think, well, we could ask, what Keith Barclay, the Barclay Electric.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
He's basing that on that. When he looked at it, that's what he said. But if you,
I know, but is there other places, stores, municipalities, buildings, whatever, that they've done this to, that we could call and just ask them, how much lower did your electric bill get by spending this
Right.
money for this?
you probably could, we could probably ask for a referral. Would you do that?
That's what I like, yeah.
I thought we were gonna try to get some grants for that.
So,
Or we're not one?
No, this would be the rebate discount was that. That's what the grant was, is there is a discount on that. But we could ask the Richland Township offices.
Do you know how much that rebates amounted to?
No, he did not say that.
I think we can get.
Why don't we ask the Richland Township, because they did the entire building.
Yeah, and the only other thing I thought, is there any other, I mean, and this is no disrespect to the offer submitted, but is there any other companies locally we can get a comparable bid from?
Well, we could, make a suggestion and we'll do it.
Yeah, able to get that additional information.
Okay, table it.
Thank you for your work on that, Sid.
You're welcome.
Regular volunteer fire company amendment for cost recovery ordinance number 290. Fire company gets reimbursed.
Dave, you
Hazard abatement.
reviewed this? Is that the ordinance on the fire company?
Oh, yeah, I amended
I
that.
made that, okay.
Yeah, I made that
Just
change.
good to go?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make a motion, we
I
accept
second
that.
it.
There was just some minor changes.
Ordinance 290.
Second?
Moving second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Stormwater drainage, Christopher Street, we'll talk about that later, John, or, Brian. Amusement tax,
Dave's still working on it.
Yeah, I'm looking at 511 and we're dealing, or Act 511, dealing with PSATs and looking at other resources.
okay, amusement tax.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, you're looking, okay, property maintenance code.
I see the property maintenance code made the agenda. We have a draft ordinance, we just need to change the date of the code from 21 to 24. And if you're ready to do this, we can get it advertised for adoption next month. Unless you have questions on it of some sort. We have an ordinance that adopts the code, and then because the code is updated every 3 years through the International Code Council, you would have to actually advertise and change your ordinance if you wanted to keep updating to the current International Property Maintenance Code. But if you adopt it by ordinance, and then we have a resolution that actually changes it from, that establishes the year of the code. So that's, instead of having an ordinance you have to continually modify every time you update your code, you can do it by resolution, just to update to the addition of the code. But, I got the 24 International Property Maintenance Code. I think you have 2 copies here. I give you 2. There's 2 copies here at the Township office. But if you're ready to do this, we can get it advertised for adoption next month.
What's the board, how does the board feel? Bob?
Did you select specific things that we should address? Or
Well,
will they
there-
adopt the entire thing?
Those are in the resolution, and we can add or delete things out of the resolution. There's certain things we need to put in because the code has blank spaces in it for when you adopt it. So there's certain things we need to do that. It actually, we addressed our fines for violations, and penalties and such. And we also have some different things on different sections of the code that were modified that I don't think really apply to our area because it's a nationwide code. But we have pretty much everything taken care of in what needs to be in the ordinance and what needs to be in the resolution. So if you're ready to do it, we can adopt it. Now, this will not eliminate your nuisance ordinance. You still have your nuisance ordinance on the books. It's just that things that are addressed by this code would be addressed by this code. For example, in your nuisance ordinance, you have in there, you're not supposed to detrimentally affect your neighbor with stormwater. And that's really not in here. It doesn't really address that in the property maintenance code. It deals with your structure and your grass and your garbage and things like that. But it doesn't really deal with stormwater management or stormwater runoff. And we also, in our nuisance ordinance, it says you can't discharge water in a detrimental manner onto a township roadway either. And those would stay in your nuisance ordinance. So you would still have both. But this would address the property maintenance of individual properties.
Board's wishes.
I think it requires more discussion. That's my opinion.
Say that again, Bob? I can't
I
hear
said
you.
I believe it requires more discussion, but that's my opinion.
Look, we can still discuss it, I just don't wanna let it drop.
Can we just table it to the next meeting?
I'm sorry,
You
sir.
want to table it to the next meeting?
Okay. Hiring personnel, at this time, I'm gonna make a motion. We hire Sean Simmons, this is, the new road master Yoder, effective, what date will he start? What date will you start?
September 3rd.
September 3rd? September 3rd. He comes from Ferndale. Years of experience, hopefully. The first job you have to check on is Alan Rankin. Or John, whatever, we'll get. Okay, have a second on that?
I'll second that.
Probably move second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. And also, on the road crew, we have a letter here from Vince Condash. He's our part-timer. He's leaving September 14th. He's requesting a letter. Just, he's gonna take a layoff through the winter. Come back in the spring. So I'll make a motion that, we, forward him a letter saying he's laid off until, he has a recall date of next spring.
Yeah, April.
April, yes, but not April.
All right. I'll second.
Can I move a second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That's all I have. No?
Lisa Glenn.
And also, make a motion to hire Lisa Glenn as our part-time secretary. Effective when she starts,
Monday.
this coming Monday.
It's coming Monday.
Second on that. Second. Move second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, that's all I have. Police cruiser.
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Dave, you have anything?
Excuse me, I don't.
Paul?
No.
Kyle?
No.
I have nothing. Sue?
We are working on the pension service credit for prior service with the police department, and, we're working.
Okay. That's Olson?
Yep.
Thank you. Paul?
Two things, John had in his, report. Can you explain how that grant works, John, with?
Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency has a grant for hiring of officers under recruitment and retention where we can receive a grant to put that through the academy contingent upon them working at the department for a set period of time after that. And if I get your permission, I'll apply for that grant. But even if we don't get that grant, I would still think that we should consider doing that on our own. The cost would not be very substantial for us to put someone through the academy and then have them work here for a few years afterwards.
How long does it take to apply for the grant? If we went ahead and did it and applied for the grant, does that affect?
They will not post-date the grant, so.
Okay. So we can do both?
Can that be part-time and full-time, John?
It can be.
And if it's part-time, they have to give us so many
You can write into the contract wherever you want us to give us so many hours a week.
We need a motion for that? I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
He goes for both of those.
Paul, second? Well, move second, all in favor? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
And the last thing, National Night Out last week, last week. I want to give kudos to Chief and Officer Zach Zia and the part-timers. I didn't want to miss any of the part-timers. I thought it was fabulous, nice showing, and we had a couple, the car show people showed up, and I think victim services, and I'm trying to think who else, but fire department, so, hopefully next year it's gonna be bigger. Thank you. And that was all from donations too.
Is that all, Paul?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I want to go back one thing, I'm going to make a motion, we accept the memorandum of understanding pertaining to John Hyder. He was appointed the crew leader, in the absence of Gary. He filled in, he's filling in, and that will stay until further notice.
I'll second that.
Further moved, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Sean, you have anything on the road department?
Nothing.
They already gave us the report.
I do have something to add, Ed. You received Officer Novotny's letter tonight.
Oh, yeah,
You
okay,
want to accept that?
yeah. Yeah.
I'll make that motion and accept that.
I'll second. Probably move in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, anything on new business?
Who's in charge of, homes that are dilapidated and been, nobody's been living in them for years? Who's in charge of it? Just some-
Well, that would fall on
So,
zoning or
So-
nuisance.
Okay, well, there's one on Berkeley Road that's, hasn't been lived in for years.
Down below you.
Yes, right below me, it's a white house. And the other guy hasn't lived in the house, in the alley, or, I don't know, he keeps the grass cut and everything. But nobody's been in there, but the house is, this house below me is ridiculous.
Well, in the past, Mark, he contacts the homeowner, or wherever they are. We have one over in Berkeley Hills, that people live in Arizona somewhere, send them certified mail, they don't respond, they get a response. I mean, it's on Columbia Street, it's caved in. I mean, I don't know what the answer is. I mean, we can't go around tearing them down, but,
Well,
I don't know,
can't you find them or something? I mean,
Well, yeah, but if they're out of town, if they're absentee.
You have to be able to get service to the people, that's the issue. I just had to pick up a citation that I filed at the magistrate's office.
Order.
Because they could not find them, they could not get the identifiers for these people. And, and that was through the police department, and they couldn't
Well, I
find
just
them.
wondered,
And if you can't find them, in Cambria County, you have to have date of birth and operator's license number before you can file a citation against somebody. Now, the one in particular over on Columbia is, I think,
Well, that's above me.
Texas. And the address we have is in Texas, but my letters come right back.
Point of order, you're out of order.
Well, I noticed they're doing something with the one top of Berkeley Road when you come up, either make a right or a left.
No,
We've gone after those folks.
okay. All right. If there's nothing else under new business, any other correspondence? If not, at this time, we will turn into executive session. We will reconvene.
yes.
Yeah.
We go?
Yeah.
His dad taught me his mission. Metal. Oh, yeah? 67.
Roy taught everybody in this room metal shop.
67.
But I didn't know.
Yeah, I hunted out there and everything. There was a yard master that lived out there, too. I worked 24 years. Here you go. I'm 75. I'm 75. 424.49. You're good. I started there in 1968. last one out in 2009, she bought the last one Yeah, I remember where I'm at, when I was 10 years old, I've been here for 65 years. And I was talking to this township, Gary, oh, I just super sucker. When they put the swords up, they broke the cast iron, and the terracotta pipe, and it couldn't come down. So it goes down over there, and it drops down into the main drain. Nah. I tell her, my wife falls or something happens, my attorney's gonna write a letter and sue them. If those trees fall, I'm gonna tow them right up to our street, and they're right out on the street. Yeah, I know where you're at. Yeah. Well, I just had, I was inside of my house, taking it out, just that. And they said about that, I said, no, 15 feet off the center line is, they're on the roadway bank. I said, they come down, I'm going to township meetings today, I said, they come down. I'm gonna tow right up to our street, go right out of the damn road. I'm not fishing with these clowns. We pay taxes and everything else. No.
That's your answer, huh?
What's that?
Right?
Sure did.
That's, let me add it up. 280, as of right now.
Like a wiser, older Klanchar always tells me, you can't count it till it's in your hand.
Not there, my brother Klanch first, and then my property on the back field.
You don't have to go anywhere. I'll show you what happened today. I'm sitting in the garage.
I just had 2 quads in the yard. Yeah.
This morning,
They're eating my neighbor's blackberries, the quads.
and there's the dog sleeping outside there watching them. And this morning, we had, oh, he's eating pears. There were 4 of them out there eating pears this morning. They went like this and they
Yeah, yeah, they come across my yard and drive my yard.
Funny as hell.
You know what we need to buy for next meeting? No, you can stay there, you're good. You know what we need to buy for next meeting? You know what we need to buy for next meeting? An old-fashioned stopwatch.
We have a military reunion.
My chrono doesn't work.
Oh, we know, I can do it on mine.
I know, but I'm thinking for just the effect, the old school like the 60 minutes.
Why don't we get a big one?
Never had a
You know, like they had in school, the timer, when you had the spelling bee, you know?
For a month.
I spent 2 years.
A 5-minute,
69 to 71.
like, hourglass, right? Right?
18
Just
hole
hourglass, though.
Indoor.
Yeah, we could.
I'll find something. I'm gonna work on this.
Yeah.
I have my project.
Okay.
Mark that.
Okay, that's something that's something we actually like.
You said that.
Burger King, 18 hole golf course, the gas station.
Yeah, okay.
By the main gate. We're putting in 3.
Spiritual
Another
motivation.
building on the side.
Just telling you, you're gonna stand tall.
Ask him what he thinks about them spending all of his tax money on the fact that they won't apologize. Just go, look, dude. Yeah. That's
He knew my neighbor. You knew my
everybody around here, man. I mean, yeah, it's all. It's one big. We're live, so I can't really use like the word I was going to use.
I don't know why they didn't describe that letter.
I guess.
Driving up to the bandstand.
Well, cool.
I don't think they'll be able to use this, buddy.
I looked down.
I bet you he'll be there.
I used to watch the W. Intersection back. Oh, yeah.
I'll put a 5 on it.
I'll
put a 5 on it. I bet he's there.
No show.
And midnight.
Okay.
I was running south, picking up from Fort Richmond and all them guys.
Oh boy.
On the inside of the corner of the road, there was a white wedge.
To my 3 lovely viewers, thank you for watching. Appreciate you stopping by.
I didn't realize until
92 below.
Snake sitting back there with his glasses up. No.
Yeah.
So it's just, hey, put your glasses on. Plus, he got my favorite. Because he likes them. I mean, this is for you.
I had a major.
Not obstructing anybody's view, am I?
No, not yet.
I need
Yeah,
guys.
you still got higher, I can watch Paul's face. You know, and normally, things like that happen.
Now see if you duck down, I can't really control. Because what if I?
No, I know.
Just
Normally,
try.
things like Philly have batteries in them.
No, honey, thank you, sister.
So there we go. There's my answer. No.
Solve the case.
There's a Nirvana song. It's called No Apologies. All apologies. No apologies. Okay. Cool. Cool. That's gonna be fun.
Well, I'll tell you, I couldn't make last meeting, but everybody was here. They were giving away free dogs or something. Tonight, nobody's here.
Was it busy last month? I didn't think it was very busy last month.
Yeah,
Was it? Was it zippity doo dah?
everybody's whining about something.
Yeah. I think I went a little off the. I went a little off the chain last month too. I'm surprised we're not pulling taser barbs out of me right now. I really am. I mean, they're all back here itching. He said fuck. He said, hey, fuck you too. I sure did. I sure fucking did.
They don't care about anything. They have. Walmart version of deputy dog.
Sense of relief came across me.
I'm gonna see
It wasn't mine.
Imagine a township that makes big documents, big stories, big narratives. Went for 61 days, now I'm
I can't hear you. If I can't hear you, they can't hear you.
We'll do another live stream.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, by the way, and anytime you want to use the a room in the back of the house.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
a good place for it.
We can do that.
We could set up.
I'm liking doing more like, I haven't done any in a while. I haven't done any like around town, downtown live streams like I was doing there for a while. I was on a roll. I was trying to get one out every like 3 days of it. Oh yeah. Absolutely, we're doing that tomorrow. Yeah, everybody tune in tomorrow morning. I will be live with Dave tomorrow morning. Probably around 10:30ish. I don't know, about 8 probably. Probably about 8ish, a little bit before. Right around 8.
8 o'clock?
Yeah, probably around 8.
Okay.
Yep. Good.
They can't pay. I don't want to keep your money.
No, you're fine.
You're forever indebted to me anyhow. Hey, did you tell me, John?
Yeah, I did. Yep. And in classic, when my old man is not in a very good mood fashion, he decided to hold me down, open up my mouth, and take a big old shit right in it.
We're headed up tomorrow.
He'll be, yeah, he's here.
You gonna pick your mom up and head?
Yeah, no, he's here. Yeah, he's already here. Yeah, he came up last night. He had to come up last night. He had some stuff that was time sensitive today, so he came up last night. I was surprised too. I mean, I was like truly surprised. Like he had to be here at like 9 this morning, and he was here last night. Usually he would have been here at 20 after, but he was here. I was impressed. Good show, old chap. Good show. Yeah, he's here for a couple days. I think he's going back down the lake. I'm not sure. Don't know. I do know this microphone on this side picks things up amazingly.
George?
Yeah, I got a lot. I'm just like, throw that thing all over. I think that whole thing,
I didn't see anything wrong with it.
I got mine up the other day just to watch it now.
I imagine it's not good for one of them when certain things get filed. I would imagine that it's like a big kind of situation for everybody. Their bosses, everybody. Especially when somebody has one of these. I'm not trying to be a dick either. You know, I never, I think to myself back to that night or that evening. And I think, if that would have been talk that I was doing that too. Yeah. He at the most might have at the most followed me down the sheets.
You're gonna be new supervisor.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm just amazed.
I live at 190. Stop over sometime. I just had 5 trees taken out of my yard. I didn't want to take the other ones up along
You're not looking at it.
No, they don't belong.
Just their presence here.
They said, give me this card. I don't know. They're very good. I recommend them. They're excellent because I called the tree climbers down there in Plainfield.
I mean, any taxpayer in this room should be appalled with look, wait a minute.
I came back from Alaska last week.
You won't apologize.
End of July.
And just
Then I called this guy.
$120 and it's good. Like, you're willing to spend our tax dollars like that on him? He's an asshole. Because I am. Everybody. I'm an asshole.
They label you
We go to we don't go to
use the position to
Yeah.
I was down in Florida.
I always have something going on.
I know, tell me.
So
about it.
let's go through this, right? Okay.
Just like my
One of their
neighbor.
cops pulls me over outside of his jurisdiction.
Sean
I
White.
go to complain about it.
Sean
Okay.
White.
The chief writes me a ticket for parking in a handicap spot.
Mine's
And
wrong.
you were using the handicap placard of another. Another person happened to be in the fucking truck. And then they go over next door to the magistrate's office and go, please, he's going to sue us. Please, no, you have to find him guilty. And sue magistrate is a, if you're charged with 4 things, you get 2 things dropped and you're found guilty of 2.
5 years now.
If you're charged with 2, guilty of 1, dismiss the other. It's just the way she is.
But they brought it.
Oh, yeah, we're checking out, we're gonna get a supervisor all this.
They sure did.
Their Klanch are driving.
Well, because they obviously just, they don't have a case, okay, and they figured that the DA would snowball sue, which they, I mean, you know, how can a magistrate whose cousin sits on this board, and her building is right here, and the police station is right here, how is it not a conflict of interest for her to hear that here, for her to even hear that here? Why? How? All she could have very simply done, it would have been very easy for her to go, I can't. You're right. I can't hear this. I can't. If it wasn't here on this property that you're accusing him of, I could hear it, but I can't.
I was gonna suggest something.
Yeah.
Can you get a We the People thing on your own?
Fuck that. You know why? Because cops get that shit. You know what I mean? And no.
I have a feeling what's gonna happen is, Hefe is gonna be leaving.
I was going to, but, I had to make sure that Friday.
You're gonna reload.
Good for him.
And I will turn around.
As long as his fucking pig-ass motherfucker can't ever hurt me again, I don't
I
care.
said, cancel it, well, you
I want him
already.
as far the fuck away from me as he can possibly get.
Cancel it. I gotta pay some money.
I swear to God, I'll drive the fucking U-Haul for him.
I don't get what this thing is. They go into circle jerk mode.
Yeah, they gotta go in. They gotta go in and
Well, my
you nailed it. There's a circle going on, and somebody's in the middle smiling like a donut, coming out all
I
glazed.
think you gotta get an application, file for a cadet thing to go with the academy, become an officer. Can I please have an application to become a cadet?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Here comes the George Carlin now. Oh boy! Hey everybody! Here comes Eddie Murphy's and Richard Pryor out here right now. Oh boy! Here comes the comedy bits. Oh boy! Yeah. I'll try. Fuck yeah! I'll try. Yeah. I bet you I can pass the physical. I bet you I could. Like no, like bullshit. I'm curious to, you know.
Can I be a little critical? I think mentally you're overqualified.
I'm just saying, no. I like seriously, like.
John, you know.
The reality is, I mean, if I can outrun the motherfuckers,
You know.
I've never really, when they go hands on with me, I've never been a prick because I can't outrun them. I know that. I know that. So I just go, look, you're gonna. I'd rather the beating be as minimal as possible. So.
I just think
I retired from the railroad. I spent 24 years in federal school. It was the last time I was there in 2000. And then I was lucky enough to pick me up for my last 6 years.
People, I don't know if anybody's watching this. 4 people, I guess, are watching this. But what Dave is insinuating, what Dave is saying right now, is he's talking about me applying to their thing to become a police cadet. I'll get high and tight and shit.
You gotta practice sunglasses, you know.
It was attractive.
I just hate carrying a fucking hand.
Yeah, we meet
I just
first Wednesday of the month.
I'm not doing all that shit too.
Especially on young people.
Matter of fact,
Let me find out. I gotta talk to you. Anyhow, well, think about it, it's just a suggestion. I'm gonna tell you, mentally, you're way overqualified. I mean, their room temperature IQs between them, all three of them get
I'm not cut out for it because I don't have that mentality. Well, I'm gonna get them, bro. I'm gonna get it, but they're gonna like, you know. Could you imagine me? Could you imagine me, Officer Klanch, going to a domestic situation?
Tuesday.
Be like, listen. Where's the reefer? Who's got the weed? Get it out and smoke some of it and stop fucking hitting each other.
2 years ago.
Because I'll tell you what, because if somebody else comes back, everybody's going to jail. So shut the fuck up.
I'm not a candidate.
Oh yeah, my policy would be no. Oh, wait, I was supposed to arrest them. I used my discretion. I used my officer discretion, and I didn't arrest them. Oops, oopsie poopsie. Wait, he was just a poor mother of a vagrant boy. Yeah. You're not bad arresting him to fuck his life up. So yeah, I'm just. You know what I did actually? I gave him a ride up the streets and bought him a hoagie. Because that's kind of what I feel like we should. And, oh yeah, and I did use the department's garden too.
I was home that night.
You know what, dude? He wanted to fix
I had the choice. It's terrible. I decided
with all these, you
I had a little U-shape right above my belly button.
I know.
Couple holes right here.
I know.
Deputy dog.
What the fuck are they doing?
I don't know.
Here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make us sit in here, okay? And they're gonna come out and fucking adjourn. I hope to God they're in there actually talking about apologizing to me. Let them do it right now. I know they won't. I mean, he obviously clearly said that, you know, he is above apologizing to a pure peon.
That John has motivation to speak.
I would rather go through the
All this is doing is making decisions. We expect them to address every issue here.
Well, see, I was, they were supposed to do it off a Scott.
I feel a certain way about, you know, taking a 22-year-old kid to court. I mean, it's like, but he was smug enough to actually file the charge. He was smug enough to walk over there and file the fucking charges. That's a problem.
Laid down, looked at the white, passed out again.
Oh, you know, Chief Wiggum.
Never fell at the.
Yeah, Chief Wiggum did
So,
that.
and the kid's sacrificial. Goes up.
Kenneth Lee.
Yeah.
Boy, how things turn around. We're up there doing our video with the county, they're trying to
I
serve
kidded
you.
him.
All of a sudden, you get this.
everything done till
Oh, no.
I went back about 2 weeks.
Yeah, well. Yep, but wait, there's more. What the fuck, man? I want to go home.
I know, it's getting late.
I don't want you to lift it, you know, 25 pounds, what do you do with the deer? I said, I got a quad, I drive the quad up to my tree stand, I climb up
There's
my
a good
tree
picture.
stand, I shoot a deer, I get down, I go over, I tag, I go get the quad, come down, you don't lift it on, I go, no, and I pull it.
Still in executive session at the Upper Yoder Township thing. People, I talk like this all the time. I have the worst vocabulary in the fucking world. I don't censor myself for pretty much anybody. I just don't. I it just works. So, Upper Yoder Township Supervisors meeting, August 15th, 2024.
You can get it's in a lot better
And with the
situation.
weight, and I got bad legs, I had to get my, I like to go and have to go and scrape all the shit out of it and squirt stuff back.
Passed out of committee, something.
My wife had partial, yeah, my wife did good that. That was May 7th.
Yep, they're in executive session doing executive shit.
She's doing good. She really, on the trip to Alaska.
Personnel and legal is what they are.
How did you, what's
Here's the agenda, everybody.
the trip to Alaska?
But I spent 2 years in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Sorry, we are an hour and 4 minutes into the live stream, so I'm sharing the agenda. I usually try and get that shit done.
So you were deep in Alaska. My mom and dad took a cruise in Alaska several years ago.
We took the train from Fairbanks to Anchorage and then went. Terrible. I got pictures of dull sheep standing on the side of the mountain. Wow. We went to a game preserve that they raised and released. The train ride was good. Halfway up on fire, they changed crews.
So yeah, coming in live from the Yoder Township Supervisors meeting,
The kids that work on.
August 15th, 2024.
And they switched. They were supposed to take on food. More.
Hope everybody watching is enjoying themselves.
We're sitting up, I said, honey, I'm getting that. When done, we didn't take on any.
Wonder who's all watching themselves and where they're watching from. Leave a comment where you're watching from. Bet you somebody's watching from down in Lancaster. Or wherever.
Yeah, this was a week ago.
If you are, hi Sherry.
I got online for Alaska Railroad. They wanted me to book, and then comments. I didn't book nothing. So my comments, put my dates in. And I told them, anybody takes you a ride, I'm gonna tell them to pack it every Klanch. Because he said you're gonna take on food, I was diabetic.
I've posed this question to many people. If you're still watching and you're paying attention to what I'm saying, I hope you are. I've said to many people many times, have you ever fucked up at work? Have you ever got fired at work? I have. I've been fired from jobs for making mistakes. Sometimes for negligence, for not knowing how to do my job or not knowing how to do something, maybe doing something wrong even. And I hold myself accountable to that. Problem I have is when somebody's wronged me in their job, in their elected position,
I've heard the name.
and they just
Never anything good.
they double down like they did tonight.
Nothing counts if you can call back.
They'll never apologize. Taxpayers up here need to know that their money isn't as important as somebody's pride. I've made mistakes and I apologize for them all the time.
April, put a locomotive on the ground right by the locomotive shop. I'm the only one on the roster.
I was brutalized a year ago by their police officers.
Took me 3.5 hours to re-rail that in, and there was only 2 wheels on it.
One of the Yoder cops pulled me over outside of his jurisdiction.
Climbers, I'm putting everything.
I went over to complain,
You think it'll go?
file a formal complaint. I got all kinds of shit for that. There's a video on my channel about that, actually.
When I tell you to stop, you stop.
And
First set was on the track.
my truck got stolen
Okay, let's take it easy. Second track.
by Officer Novotny.
Set of wheels on the first truck with him. I just stopped.
Guess he resigned today.
Crawl back underneath there and tighten everything up. The rail grabbers and the climbers and the walking and everything. And then one set of wheels to go. He said, okay.
Interesting.
I said, all right, Herb, go ahead. It went on. Then he says, okay, if you need to take your shower, he says, there's time already, starts all over again. I said, wait a minute, you said it didn't. Oh, no.
So you knew Bob Schiffer.
Oh, Bob, yeah, he was a track boss. Yes, I know Bob.
He lived a few houses down from us.
He died. Yeah. He had the sugar too. He lost both his legs. Yeah, I know.
He died after.
Chubby was dead. Chubby was a track boss.
You know, Chief Mattis.
Oh, yes.
He passed away. And then Fox was his last name.
Yeah, Fox.
Yep.
Fox.
Yep, we all used to hunt together.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, unbelievable.
But it was sat in the barn.
Very small
Because
world.
I would go out and clean up their railroads.
Never said he was good. I just said he was my dad.
No, your dad was a trapper.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no. You know what they called a tractor back in those days? Candy dancer.
Really?
You know why? They didn't have the machinery they have now.
Wow.
The Italians and the Germans, and they would be dancing up along the rail. Putting in the rail or pulling out the spikes, I think. You know what they called us, cardmen, car knockers.
Oh, you didn't hook them up? You didn't hook the cars up? Or?
They didn't have staple guns back then. To put bad order tags on cars, they had little hammers with tacks.
Oh.
And then tacked the bad order ticket on the car, then they looked at the car. You got a solid sign, it was a load. You had an empty sign, it was an empty, that's why they were called car knockers.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I belonged to the railroad back then.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I was the first, healthcare first credit union. I went with the railroad bank, a lot better.
So which one's that?
The one in Southmont School,
The moon will be out soon.
Okay.
PRR, and the main office is on South Fork.
Oh,
They only have two offices. If you want cash, all you do is go to the sheets and they.
Wow, this is slightly more exciting than watching paint dry. Thank you for watching.
South Credit Union.
We're gonna stick it out. What time is it?
I mean, I get passed it down to my son,
right.
you know.
8:10.
Even your dad worked on the railroad, you take him property, tell me, my dad worked on the railroad.
I do commend Upper Yoder Township for one thing. They have their meetings at 7 p.m. so that their residents that work daylight jobs can actually show up. Municipality I live over there in Southmont, they don't afford that same thing. They do them at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Mondays, which is extremely difficult for anybody who works to make. And that's by design. That is absolutely by design. They don't want the people coming and knowing what they're doing. They just want to operate in impunity. So you're leaving?
Waste of time.
Okay.
They're gonna come out and just drop,
I know.
or Sig Oil.
All right, brother.
I'll see you more, buddy.
Yep. I'll call you. I'll call you when I get home. Yep. I'll call you when I get home.
You know?
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm gonna go. Good luck, buddy.
Appreciate you, bud.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh.
You too. You good.
Thank you. Thank you. I just come back. Yeah, thanks for last class. I was stationed up there.
They covered everything.
I can see that, 472nd.
Yeah, we have our reunion every 2 years. And they went
No idea.
back. What?
I was there in '89. I was up north of that.
I was there 53 years ago, 69 and 71.
Wow.
I
You
drove
lucked
the-
out.
I drove the empty and I walked out. They got an empty whole golf
Well, I
course,
did a footing inspection.
indoor swimming pool, indoor running track, indoor ice skating rink.
$20 a gallon of milk.
Gas is the same price up there as it is here. Yes.
It should be cheaper up there.
I brought it over to 43 when I.
So they know what that's about?
It should be cheaper.
379.
But they still turn bars away, like, put it on the side of the road, free,
Everything.
Don't like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
free. And you just get it.
Yeah,
Hopefully you have
it's yours.
sunshine. When are you coming back? Yeah.
It was 20 days.
On your
Wide open now. Gate one is building a new building, they're gonna put 2 more new buildings, they're gonna have 3 main gates, plus a building that's all gonna be under a canopy. No,
Have you flown?
under a canopy.
No problem?
Yeah, you're saving for
Right there, they got a building where families can go around motorcycle, quad, snowmobile, skid steer. Anything, camping.
I don't think I'd be willing to speed in the water up there.
But I'm checking it.
They put in another gate on Badger Road, off the Rich
Now,
Highway.
I have.
They did away with 3. There, and up the road, they put Badger gates.
Just over my.
I'm not sure if you're relaxing.
I asked the major, where do I read that?
Yeah, you go. It's like-
I don't know if you saw the one the other night or not.
Beautiful.
I don't have a problem questioning.
Okay, Joe, stay safe.
You too.
Catch you later.
Yeah, absolutely.
I took the other one.
Alice, we'll see you.
All right, see
Simmons,
ya.
we'll see John.
Don't realize, say hi.
Huh?
Tell your
I hope I wasn't
better
too hard
half I
on
said
you.
hello.
Okay, the next time I'll try harder.
Tell Rilla, I said
I will
hello.
do that, Alice.
All right, and everybody at the club.
Yes, I know that.
All right. Maybe I'll see you there sometime.
Maybe, you know, we like to go when there's a dance or something, you know. We went on that first bus trip she had,
Yes.
to Punxsutawney.
Oh, okay.
That was fantastic. It was in a VFW.
Yeah.
You know, we couldn't dance, I had a slow dance, but you know, with her legs, she didn't have it.
Yeah. Well, you tell her I said hi.
I would do that.
Stay out of trouble.
No,
She doesn't know how to do that.
that's not any fun. That's not any fun.
I know. You keep having fun then.
Even when it's quiet, he has to ruffle.
I wouldn't even talk to her, try to stay on fire. I really, and I told him, go ahead. And then I put on Tuesday. I don't have pictures. Take pictures of every one of them. Oh, I got every one of them.
Well, I can take pictures.
I do have a commercial.
Yeah.
All right.
With the zero.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. Have a good time.
Picture of zero.
All right, see
Oh,
ya.
yeah.
I learned my lesson.
Some of them don't have street. I like to go.
Me too. Me too.
I did both.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure, because like, especially.
The 3 safes are down and the ammo safe. I have one safe that's ammo. It's in the basement.
I know exactly what you're
But
talking
my
about.
reload is up on the second floor.
Yeah, what they.
Every gun I have, I have to bring dice. Yeah. I only have about 39 rifles, 29 pistols.
You're almost.
Shotguns and black powder.
About a quarter of
Lives on some sort.
You got 500 more away, it doesn't matter.
And the other guy on the road. Lives down in, so Paul.
It's in an ammo can.
Is it Galax or is it?
Go. That's all I use.
You couldn't find it, you couldn't.
I didn't realize he moved.
Yeah, you can't put the.
Now you can.
Meaning
That was the first
credits for education. You gotta
You mean the ones on the highway?
Yeah.
CCI up there.
Yeah, when I
When you get off at 219.
Yeah.
No, down is Evansville, Honey.
2.5 hours.
Down by the campground.
Why?
Up by the gas station.
Yeah.
Up behind the gas station, they stock it.
Okay.
Sometimes they can get it, okay?
I couldn't find it. It was hard to get.
Don't even go to that. I was buying it online.
They shipped it to you.
Yeah.
Black powder.
Oh, yeah, the video presentation and everything.
And then where I
You
go,
can't even get fire shipped to you.
I go on Michelin Wash.
Oh, I got a lot.
It is a nice.
Midway shipped all things from.
Joe's brother is, out of Somerset, he works for the sheriff's department, he does the registry every year. And Joe works for, Blackhawk.
Okay.
I didn't know this until probably a couple of years ago. I used to work with this one.
Gary?
Thirteen working in the hospital years ago. She worked down there. I haven't seen her since. But I saw her one day driving past in the car. In water. And I used to work with her. I haven't seen her
If I get another state.
in over 20 years.
I got a room.
First time I met him was down at,
Oh, I got room up there, but I can't get that stuff.
I did everything there but a vending
Yeah.
truck.
I moved in when I was 10 years old.
Never left. Well, you left.
Oh, yeah,
Went
You
from
left for a while.
I
receptionist to
left.
office manager.
And when my mother died,
Coffee and
I
water
came
service,
back.
which I didn't drink coffee, I didn't drink water.
now
it's all drinks, coffee and
You're old, John.
Yeah, I know what everything
Then I
is.
was
like I
smoking
said.
some cheese.
Probably know that, how every
I
week
got
that
a
house.
big store with a wood, and I watched my
I was
granddad
delivering
take
tickets
it
to
with
the
me.
Legion
That
downtown.
guy was.
And they knew I was, people tended to work down there, knew I was the supervisor coming here.
I know,
And
don't
then
be
there was
small.
factory, and there was 2 springs. And the one was cut off.
They introduced me to him as the
Well, I didn't take it all up.
tiny and
No,
tiny it's a similar nickname to, I
Put that
can't
in.
think what it is, it's tiny and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
tiny.
And I kind of grew back to the 40.
They were like this, right?
The guy thought it was.
They're both being small,
I kept.
and she is compared to him.
Yeah.
And then the other one I put.
She's little.
The guy's on the break crew out of
Yeah.
going away party.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Hey, you good?
We all went down.
I have.
Broke your people, see Alan. Yeah, you did that right. My angel and my halo, I like how you do that.
Something has to hold it up. You did the last one.
Yeah, I'm glad I made that one. I mean, they still have the small, that's a small people chance. Constant lifting. Had to be in their house at 7 a.m. Some of my friends up here work like
Instead of getting the palace, I just told her after the fact, but I called him.
7 o'clock. Well, then I wasn't getting home.
What I used to do is just cut their
That's why I
bed.
actually
Get
did
covered.
It's just a big tree.
I had written down, I must have taken it in 10. It wouldn't have-
Time we will reconvene from executive session, and there's no decisions made at this time. So, if there's nothing else, I need adjournment, a motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I move second, all in favor? Aye, opposed?
Oh, Sean, we need this, he needs to sign. Yeah. Hey, guys. Shut him down.
Hey, Adam, I have some papers for you to sign.
Okay. Want me to sign them right here?
No, they, I need all.
Have a good night, guys.
See you, Chase. What's that?
I'll give it to you.
Oh,
okay.
See you, Mark.
Another Upper Yoder Township Supervisors meeting in the books. That was fun. Yay. I can't wait till the day comes. I don't have to come to these stupid fucking things anymore. Really not fun. I don't mind the walk up here though. That's kind of fun. It's always a good time. It says orientation's locked. Okay, flip that. Orientation is locked. Rotate. Okay, well, don't know why it's doing that, but it's doing that. Okay. Cool. Oh, okay. So, walking back home. Okay. You're live. Okay, so. Why are you being cranky? Orientation is locked. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna end my stream. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you watching. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna be doing a live stream tomorrow morning too. Please come and watch that one. That one's gonna be fun, exciting, and important. Thanks. Bye-bye.